know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. They like, ooh la la. She go, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la.
Looking for
you know what it is. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here. One more game. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Over here on my side, we deal with sports, hip hop, entertainment, interviews, Popavisms 101, and of course, motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time, and you've been rocking with the channel, you know how we do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. You know what I mean? You don't see the background, you know what I mean? I'm where we at and we doing what we do. But Sunday, fun day, officially, football is back. Kicking off the season yesterday. Buffalo Bills, LA Rams, is New York in the house, is Brooklyn in the house. And Buffalo kicked off the season with a win. They fake predicting, maybe kind of sort of, that they're going to be the Super Bowl champions. I don't know about all that. But what I do know is these bugs and shit that's flying around New York City, I ain't gonna smash it, though. I just want y'all to hear what I'm saying. It's the ones we supposed to smash. Kill. How many of y'all seen some shit like this already? These little bugs and shit. The light and all, I don't worry about that right now. Taking the Bills. Taking the Bills. You like, that's a lantern fly, right? You see that's at September 8th, which was yesterday, time 1:16 in the afternoon. Just came back from the gym, getting it in. Yeah, motivation. And we had the Bills yesterday. KO, you know what I mean? Shout outs to Champ, shout outs to KO. He had the Rams, he was wrong. And thus you see, you know what I mean? Little couple dollars, this ain't nothing, you know what I mean, as far as like money wise. I'm showing this, y'all know why, right? Because that's your money, son. And there's gonna be a lot of motherfucking fake bookies, niggas that think they know what they talking about, and they're not gonna put no money up. And you know, even if you put $1 up, you know what I mean, $10, $5, whatever you gonna put up, because that's your money, son, I'm good with that. If you a fan, then be a fan. Like, shake my hand, make sure it's the firm shake, and I'm being funny, that's an Ice Cube reference. Then it's all good. Like, you know what I mean? If you rooting for the Jets, the Giants, and it is what it is. But we're going to run through these games real quick. No, matter of fact, we're not going to run through the games real quick. No, yeah, we are. So, Balls came back with the food and all that. Wanted to hear, like, some, you know what I mean? Some beats and all that. Every time I be going in, this nigga be having the, you know what I mean, the beats and shit. Well, anyway, let's just get right to it. It's a lot of new faces and new places, and you got to be careful about that. Don't bet on all the games. Don't do no parlays. Bet one game at a time. That's the best way. That's the smartest way. That's the way you go and play to win the game. Right, you play to win the game. You don't play it just to play. And on Sunday, they'll take your shirt and your hat and your socks from you if you're just jumping out the window to the wall. Let's get right to it. New Orleans at Atlanta. Atlanta getting 5.5. New quarterback. Obviously, Matty Ice. He's in Matty Ice is on the Colts now. Jameis Winston, you know what I mean? Just like Dak. Dak is under the weather. Division rival, division game. First game of the season. Everybody got hope. Everybody got aspirations. taking Atlanta with the 5.5 division game. I think New Orleans will win the game. I'm taking Atlanta. Cleveland at Carolina. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Going against Baker Mayfield. You know how the NFL, they love to do this shit. That's why I said this shit is scripted sometimes, maybe kind of, sort of. So Baker Mayfield was on the Cleveland Browns last year. Now the first game of the season, he's going to play them on his new team, which is the Carolina Panthers. Carolina at home, it was 2.5. Cleveland was -2.5. Now they're picking, looking with the side eye, looking with the side eye. I like Carolina. Baker Mayfield, new team. I think they got a decent team. Will they make the playoffs? Carolina not making the playoffs. Cleveland, they probably won't make the playoffs even unless the defense is stout, like unless it's stellar. Because we know that Deshaun Watson, he's out of here, right? Do you ever think about when you out of here, your record deal, video, your Mercedes-Benz and Range Rover, all that shit out of here. Like your rap career, all that shit is dead. You know why? Because you're gone. It's a KRS-One reference. He's out for the season or 11 games. That's pretty much half. That's more than half of the season because 17 games this year. I think that's going to hurt them, and I think it's going to hurt them bad. Who's the filler in? What's his dude name? He was also on the Colts. I can't think of his name right now. The black brother. I think they're going to lose. I'm going with Carolina. Next game, San Fran at Chicago. No more Jimmy G, even though they saved him. And this is all, you know what I mean, with no studying. I'm going to tell y'all who the locks is later. Not the locks from Yonkers. The locks that get us the winner, chicken dinners. Right, that part. San Fran, they go with the dude who's supposed to be the golden boy, the golden child. Is he going to be better than Jimmy Pornstar G? I don't know. And I don't think so right out the gate. Is he talented enough? Yes. That's why they moved up in the draft, and that's why they drafted him. Because you're going to come in and challenge. Like, you're going to show us what you made of. Right. You're going to post a challenge for the throne. They playing at Chicago, the winning city. I don't know if it's Soldier. Yeah, I think he ain't moved. I like Chicago with the 7. I think San Fran probably will win the game, but I don't think they're going to blow them out. I like Chicago with the 7. Next game, Cincinnati. We had Cincinnati last year in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, we put 2 bands on them last year. Yeah, kid, that feeling like winner, chicken dinner, right? Told y'all niggas. You know what I mean? Y'all had the Rams and all that. We had Cincinnati. They didn't win the game. The bombs falling and all that. They didn't win the game, but they didn't lose by that spread. And we had Cincinnati last year. We got the receipts too. Pittsburgh, that's who they playing. No more Ben Roethlisberger. Like I said, forgive the lighting and all that shit, but we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling, that part. No more Big Ben. He's out of here. And now they got Mitch Trubisky, who just was playing in Chicago, and let me drink a little bit. Mitch Trubisky, you know, Mike Tomlin came out, said all the right things. It does say a lot about the quarterbacks that was there. Who's the back off? Who's the fucking backup? Mason Rudolph, and then they brought somebody else in there. I can't even think of his name. The rookie from Pittsburgh. Mitch Trubisky beat you out? What? Mitch Trubisky, like, hello? You play to win the game, and I don't think they're going to win a lot of games with Mitch Trubisky. I could be proven wrong. I like Mike Tomlin. In my opinion, he is top 5, dead or alive. That's just off one LP. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. That's a Jada reference. I think he is top 5 NFL coaches, you know, in the last 10, 15 years. I think he is. You know what I mean? But will that be enough to win tomorrow or Sunday, rather? And are they going to the playoffs? I don't think Pittsburgh is going to the playoffs. If they do, that would be a testament to Mike Tomlin. They getting 6.5. I think they will cover the 6.5. So I'm taking Pittsburgh. Next game, Philly. What up, though? Freeway of them boys, right? They had Detroit, Holly Berry. That would be Jared Goff. I'm just playing. Holly Berry. New story, new season, same shit. Detroit is Trashington. Somebody please sprinkle some moist dessert on them niggas. And obviously they got rid of, who was the coach last year? This is all new. We just starting back. Hit the subscribe button if you want to learn about the sports, and if you want to get some winner chicken dinners. I always show all my bets, whether it's $10, $20, and even outside of football. This is what I do every day. It's no secret. And sometimes I put my winners up, sometimes I put the losses up. People be all in business and shit thinking they know shit. They don't see a lot of the losses. They don't see all of the wins. But I do put the football up so y'all can get some money too, hopefully. You know, they be tricky with it. Detroit is getting 5 now. That's what the CBS app. That's what I'm currently looking at. Obviously, when I make my bets, I'm going to be on Caesars Sports app. I actually got to see if I won tonight. And I also go to the spot and put up cash. But for gambling online purposes, I'm with the Caesars Sports app. I ain't jump on FanDuel. I ain't jump on DraftKings. None of them niggas gave me no money. And I like Holly Berry. She with the other dude on the Caesars app. Anyway, not division, but East Coast. Philly, they're supposed to have the best line, the best defense. I'm hearing a lot of this. I like Detroit with the 5. I like Detroit with the 5. Next game, Matty Ice. This is the team that he's on now. He's on Indianapolis Colts. They're going against Houston Texans. Texans is L. Dirtington. And Indianapolis, they should make the playoffs this year. They got a stout defense. They got a stout running back. Matty Ice is a veteran. This might be his last year, maybe next year. Do you ever think about when you out of here, these old quarterbacks trying to, fight the test of time and stand strong? You don't know about all that. Mm-hmm. But Matty Ice, the spread is 7. I think they will cover the 7. Defense should hold up. Next game, New England. It's a good show. Bombs, he like, it's a good show. Appreciate it. New England at Miami. Miami minus 3.5.
I'm listening.
Historically, since I've been betting and paying attention, New England don't play well, and Miami, even when they had the GOAT, Tom Brady, who's back now after retirement, a lot of off the field, dare I say, antics with the misses, you know what I mean? Excuse me, miss. Having problems at home, should retire, not retire, you the GOAT, you already home, whole reference. Anyway, they always kind of lost it. Then Miami come back at the end of the season when it's cold and it's chilly, you know what I mean, and lose. Miami minus 3.5. I think they will beat New England. I'll take New England with the 3.5. I'm gonna think this is a defensive game. Tua Tagovailoa got a new weapon. He got Tyreek Hill. He already had the Waddle dude. And obviously, what was the coach name from last year? The black brother that was bringing a lawsuit against the NFL for bribery and all this bubblegum shit. Damn, what's his name?
He's full of shit.
He's a Bill Belichick disciple. He was on New England. Anyway, I like Miami to win the game. I like New England with the 3.5. Next game, Baltimore at Jets. New York, we always New York. We the Knicks, we the Giants, we the Mets, we the Yankees, the Rangers, the Islanders, even though a lot of these teams suck. Except the Yankees, Giants, we won the 2 years ago, but you know what it is. I don't see I don't see the tides turning right now. I like Baltimore minus the 6.5. Lamar Jackson, he said challenge. You know what I mean? You always bet on black 50% of the time. You're going to hit, maybe even 70%. That's what was that? Wesley Snipes in that movie, Passenger 57, always bet on black. But he didn't get no extension. So he playing football, which is, besides boxing, is the roughest sport, hands down. Or obviously, I'm including UFC and MMA, where put the foot the ass, literally. You know what I mean? Break your face bone. Football is obviously right there. You literally tackling and bodies colliding. No guaranteed contracts. I'm not mad at that he bet on himself. Wish he would have probably worked it out and got some of that money, though. But we're going to see. Obviously, in the MVP race, I think they're going to smack the Jets on Sunday. Next game, you know what I mean? Doug Peterson, coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars now, going against his old quarterback, Carson Wentz, a.k.a. accident waiting to happen. He like the Dallas Cowboys. Like, how about them Cowboys? You know what I mean? Dallas is, Washington minus 2.5. I think this is an upset. I like Jacksonville. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't quote me on this. Hit me back on the back line in the back over like, yo, I put 100,000, you know what I mean? Because that's your money, son. And you fucking bet on the Jacksonville Jaguars like a dumbass. I'm just saying I like them. I'm not saying go put your money up because I said it. Because that's your money, son. I'm saying bet smart. That's not a strong team. But I wouldn't be surprised if Doug Peterson going to get the first win of the season and beat, you know what I mean, his old quarterback. He do know some of his Achilles heels, dare I say. Next game, Patrick Mahomes, a.k.a. PM, a.k.a. NyQuil, Night, going against motherfucking, you know what I mean, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. And this should be a good game. This one right here should be a good game. Arizona is underdogs at home. Getting 6.5. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know about that one. Kansas City probably will win. 6.5. I like Arizona at home. Maybe they know something I don't know. Next game, Raiders. The Raiders going against, you know what I mean, the Chargers. Chargers at home. They really both at home. They out there. -3.5. This is the game last year. We had the Raiders in the playoffs. This was the wild card round. And both of them could have gotten the playoffs if they just would have tied the game. Nobody lose. And it went back and forth, and ultimately the Raiders ended up winning. Sent them niggas home. Bye-bye. Is this the get-back game? I don't know. What's the name? I was about to say Carson Wentz again. Fucking Derek Carr got a new weapon, you know what I mean? A new toy, dare I say, from Green Bay. And is they going to make noise? Challenge? Is they going to win tomorrow? Nah, I think the Chargers is mad about last year. I think they win. I think they win and cover the spread. I like the Chargers. It should be an interesting game. Next game, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. Just talking about that weapon that's on the Vegas now. Is he going to do something without him? We're going to see. Green Bay got a strong defense. They still got Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the league still to this day. They're going against a division rival. Somebody fucking car's going crazy right now. You know what I mean? We loud, we rolling, we unscripted, and this is what goes on. Minnesota, Kirk Cousins, do you like that? No, nigga, I don't like that, and we ain't been liking it since you made those comments in Washington before you got pushed to Minnesota. Ain't really win nothing. It's always left with like, damn, he's supposed to be the golden boy, the golden child. Yeah, and still you losing. I like Green Bay. I like Aaron Rodgers. Come out, win the first game of the season, and continue to dominate over Minnesota. That's what I like. Next game, I'm from New York. My New York football Giants going against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, they got rid of Julio Jones. They got the other dude. Can't think of his name right now. And it's going to be like that because new places, new faces, and new places. And this is what we're doing as we learn the season. Titans at home, -5.5. I like the Giants not to win the game. I think Giants will lose. Opening up, I think they're going to stay close with the 5.5. This dude is healthy. What's the running back for the Giants again? Saquon Barkley. They got this dude out of here, Joe Judge. You know what I mean? He was not the judge, and he wasn't really good for the coach. He back in New England now with what's the dude that was on fucking Matt Patricia from fucking Detroit. Yeah, Matt Patricia from Detroit Lions. Last game, Sunday Night Football. Tom Brady, the golden boy, the golden child, the grandfather now. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Obviously, 2 years ago, they won the Super Bowl. Going against Dak, hearing he ain't really all that healthy, but he like, yo, we going to play. We going to come shining through. It's going to be a good one. Remember last year, the season opened with Tampa Bay, with Dallas at Tampa Bay. It was a shootout game. Obviously, Tom Brady, I think that's the season that they won the Super Bowl. So this first season. And, it was a back and forth. A lot of defensive lapses on Dallas. Dallas really should have won the game, but they didn't. Now they home. Will they avenge? No Amari Cooper. Zeke is not looking up to snuff yet. Beginning of the season, everybody's healthy, should be. Tampa Bay had the shuffle. You could say they offensive line. I think 2 offensive linemen to be exact. Tom Brady missed some time again, stepped away, maybe, allegedly, kind of, sort of. His wife is mad that he came back to football, and it's like, nigga, what else do you got to prove? You gave your arm, your right leg, your foot, you know what I mean? Like, you gave everything you could give, and like, Tyrese, what more do you want from me? Like, what more do you want from me? You want to prove again? That's really what you want. Like Pun said, that's what she wants. That's what she wants. Lisa Eda on the Pun album. He want to get another ring, and that's why he's back. And will he get it? I don't know. I'm gonna get my Super Bowl prediction Sunday night after the first games. I could give it now, but I'll give it on Sunday. We're gonna see how these games is looking. Even though I got an idea, I can say off the rip, I think it's gonna be Baltimore and Green Bay. Fuck it. I'm gonna just get Baltimore and Green Bay. That's one pick. If I had to go off another one, I would say Buffalo, even though like I had them yesterday, they are a lot of people's favorites. And it's really that, I mean, they went through their maturation. They had a lot of hard, tough breaks. Josh Allen is proven to be that dude, and they building around it. They got a good defense. So I would probably say Buffalo, and I would probably say Tampa, Tom Brady again. Who y'all got to go to the Super Bowl? It don't really matter who going to the playoffs. Like, playoffs? Don't talk to me about playoffs. We ain't even get to season one first. But let's get to some other shit, though, before we wrap it up. You know what I mean? My nigga Bombs ain't got the beats playing. This shit is, you know what I mean? Let's talk about this Queen Elizabeth shit real quick. Like, the Queen is dead, ding dong, you know what I mean? The Queen is dead, even though that's a motherfucking Wizard of Oz reference, and the Queen is dead. Elizabeth II, she died. You know, and condolences to her family. Obviously, she lived a long life. You know, you got the England. My only thing why I want to talk about this briefly is just like the news going to be the news. They're going to push whatever in the media that they feel you should be tuned into, and you know what I mean? What they should be consuming your brain with in indoctrination, right? And that's a side note. It's just the regular people. You see a lot of, but you black. Just like referencing, and you know what I mean? References me. You know, this lady, like, they did something false. Like, I mean, like, you know, queens and Aryan and Egypt and all this shit, and you black, right? But they, you know, put her on a pedestal, and they're like, this the president she met, this is what she did, and the Duke and all this shit. And it's like, all right, what did she do for us? Like, for us to be, you know, reverencing her. You know what I mean? In the sense or the way I've been seeing it, I'll say that. Like, obviously, her family, people that's from England, people that, you know, follow that lineage, obviously over here, you know, in E! News and, you know, Hollywood News. This is the shit that'll be trending when she, you know, come out and how she wore the hat. I remember when she, you know what I mean, met Michelle Obama. They critiquing her about how she, you know, was, you know, her behavior and how her mannerism. That's the word I'm looking for. Her mannerism when she met the Queen. Like, she's your queen to be, right? Like, coming to America, she's your queen to be. And then again, it's no knock. Like, I hope they remember you. So this is the way people want to remember her. I just look with the side eye, or I just really question. It's like, I get it. You know what I mean? You know, life is lost, and, you know, we all going to check out. You know what I mean? The casket is all wood. You know what I mean? And we all going to be there. You know what I mean? And we never know when we're going to be out of there. So hopefully you ain't doing no scumbag, scum of the earth shit when your number is called. Then you really be forever remembered and immortalized as a fucking scumbag. And we'll be toasting to the assholes and the scumbags. Right, Bombs? You know what I mean? I just don't really understand the reverence. Let's talk about this last shit before we get out of here. Friday Night Vibes, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, and football is back, and I'm mad excited and happy, and we're going to get some chicken dinners. So Bow Wow, he just came out, and he's doing like a whole Chris Brown shit, right? And I did the video. Go see the other video I did on Chris Brown and how he was charging a lot of the fans, mostly women. Like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? $1,000, like, know what I mean? Put your pussy lips on live, and I give you $1,000, right? That's what Bootsy said. Bootsy said, put your pussy lips on live, and I'll give you $1,000. Because that's your money, son. Chris Brown said, nah, I'm going to, you know, create the ambiance. You're going to come backstage. Like, you know what I mean? You liking what you see? And you're going to take a picture with me, and you're going to be able to take a picture whichever way you want. And, you know, he sold millions of records. Honestly, Chris Brown is compared to Dare I say, you know what I mean, a late great, you know what I mean? MJ Fade Away Perfect. No, that's Michael Jordan. I'm talking about Michael Jackson. And in our generation, he probably is. You know what I mean? Chris Brown make dope music. But the point is, now Bow Wow is coming. Like, yeah, I'm gonna charge $1,000 too. But you're gonna get little silver nails. He doing it a little different. And he been in movies. He's been a star since he was a kid. Snoop Dogg brought him out. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it just seems like a lot of people online, especially the women, like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Like, where the fuck is the ladies at? You know what I mean? Single ladies and, you know, people that's involved, right? If you will. Giving them pushback like, who is he to charge $1,000 on some Chris Brown shit? He's Bow Wow. Been in some movies, made some hit records, been a kid, been a star since a lot of these people been kids. I mean, obviously he's older now. Been in the spotlight for years, been a star, you know what I mean? Making the mark for himself. He ain't have no good music in a long while. But the thing is, still star enough. Some of these people ain't penned nothing. You ain't acting no movies. You ain't on no Grammy records. You ain't did nothing. A lot of y'all look like you losing. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't really know, like, how you going to talk down or think you going to step on the next man's shoulders to elevate your game just to jump on TikTok and talk shit about it, you know what I mean, the brother that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, it's some weirdo shit. Like, you know what I mean? Talk about the weirdos or people that's doing the fuck shit, and we all know the buffoonery remains at an all-time high, right? The buffoonery remains at an all-time high. And for some reason, we champion that like that's what it is, and that's what it's not. Yet, this is, you know what I mean, somebody like, you know what I mean, he ain't, I don't know, I don't get it. You could pay or you could not pay. I'm sure a lot of people didn't go to Chris Brown shit that wanted because it was a little too steep and they ain't have it. Or their boyfriends wasn't paying. I'm sure a lot of women had niggas that, you know what I mean, came out of their pocket. They just ain't coming out of their pocket, hard-earned work money, going to take no picture with Chris Brown. You know what I mean, not for no stack. So I get why they may be saying not for the bow, but if you don't got it, you just don't got it. You know what I mean? Like, because that's your money, son. So it's like, nah, I could find some other things to, you know what I mean, do with a stack than to go get some silver nail or take some pictures or do some shit like that with motherfucking Bow Wow. You know what I mean? Well, you know what it is. It's your boy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in to my show, Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.